Telescopes have been around for hundreds of years now, but they are still impressive pieces of technology and the #1 tool in an astronomer's arsenal. In fact, they are the only tool we have for studying the mysterious distant objects of the universe. The first telescopes made used lenses to gather light, but today most professional telescopes use mirrors. And this is because mirrors are cheaper and easier to build, but also because mirrors are lighter, and this means we can build much larger telescopes that can peer deeper into the universe. But even with mirrors, professional telescopes are expensive to build, and more importantly, good observing sites are becoming increasingly difficult to come by. And this makes telescope time extremely competitive. To earn observing time, astronomers have to fill in a document called a telescope proposal. This describes which object they want to study, why they want to study it, and provides all of the information the telescope needs. So your task today is to fill in your own telescope proposal, and we'll be choosing our favourite proposals and carrying out the observations of that object. But before you do that, stick around, we're going to talk a little bit more about which telescopes we'll be using and which objects you can observe.
So first of all, let's think about what makes a good observing site. We want clear, unobscured and unaltered views of the night sky. And to get this, we need to build telescopes in observing locations that fulfill 3 important criteria. First of all, they must be remote. So they need to be far from towns and cities where we have something called skyglow. So skyglow is basically light pollution that's caused by car lights, street lights and other light sources that are around at night. And if you've ever seen this orange glow over towns or cities, this is what we're talking about. And to give you an idea of how this affects us, we should be able to see tens of thousands of stars on any night of the year, or any clear night of the year. But in a UK town you'll be lucky to see a few dozen. Secondly, we want to build our telescopes in very dry locations with good weather, and this is because not only do clouds block our view of the sky, but moisture in the atmosphere can actually scatter light, and this is a big problem when we're looking at small, distant stars that are just a few pixels across. And lastly, we want to build our telescopes at high altitudes, and this is because just like moisture in the atmosphere, other particles can also scatter light. So the higher above sea level we are, the thinner the atmosphere is, and the less likely we are to get this scattering. The telescopes we have access to here at Cumbres are called Cumbres Observatory. The Cumbres Observatory is made up of 23 telescopes at 8 different observing sites around the world, each of which fulfill all 3 of these criteria. The fact that Cumbres Observatory have 23 telescopes means that we're much more likely to be granted time on at least one, and the fact that they have telescopes all over the world means that almost every astronomical object will be visible from at least one of them. But before we can submit our telescope proposals and begin observing, we need to find out a few things first. We need to decide which object we'd like to observe, which telescope we want to use, and how long we need to observe the object. And we'll look at that more in the next video.